Welcome to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Fucking hell. Oh my god. Uh, Unbelievable. I don't know what to say. I don't know what you want me to say. We just lost at fucking home to Burnley for the first time since April 17. First ever match Sadio Mane has lost at Anfield. I don't think we've scored with our last 65 shots. I'm scared. You're not going to get much from me tonight because I'll wake the neighbours up. But you're going to get it from Darren. Yeah, I haven't even. This is just Darren, Doyle, the double D's.
Well, lad, thank you.
Lads, at this point, we are in a crisis, bro. That's what this is. This is no longer a bad vein of form. This is a fucking crisis, lad. We're 7 points behind City, 6 behind Man United, and we have dropped 21 motherfucking points, lad. The title's over, like this. That the title's done, lad. 100%. And like I said it earlier in the season, that people are gonna slip up. Man City will slip up against all Man U. Everyone will slip up, but we've already done the majority of the slipping up, lad. So you can't drop 21 fucking points, lad, and win a league. You just can't, lad. Heavy. Home record, lad, has been ended by Burnley. Burnley FC ended our streak. All I can say is we're lucky that the Champions League isn't right now as well. That's all I can say, lads.
Darren.
What's happening, lad? Sorry, they're just getting on. Yeah, hugely disappointing, shocking, to be honest. No intensity, no energy, no movement. It was like something we've been watching of late in the last couple of weeks. Just on repeat, I suppose, just replaying how the last couple of weeks have been.
Copy and paste, lad. That's what that was. With
exactly,
a terrible ending this time, lad. With a disgusting ending.
Yeah, it was. Look, it was awful. I mean, the record is fantastic. Having been unbeaten since April 2017, like it's been an unbelievable record, and we are so close to getting to the 70 mark game where we were going to be unbeaten, but to lose tonight in the way that we did, the performance being so poor, and as I said, that intensity and energy is very unlike us to have lacked that tonight, to be so lackluster, to be so I suppose another word would be I can't even think. just so bad. Very sluggish, very sluggish, and just all round really poor, lads. No, we could have been playing there now till I don't know for another 70 games, and we wouldn't have looked like scoring. So it was just one of those games.
Five of them
bad.
games, lad. 5 of them games. Origi should have scored, bro. Origi had he literally had the best chance we've had in 5 games to score a goal and missed it. I could have scored that. You two could have scored that. Me ma could have scored that, lad. Just pass it into the goal, and he smashed it at the crossbar, and he's wasted our only chance, lad. Who knows where the game goes after that with momentum? That's it for me, lad. You've had your chance now. That was your literal chance to do something for the squad and prove why you should be in that team, and you have not taken it. So now you need to be sold. Done. No more chances for Origi, lad. That was
and up to that point, I thought he'd done okay in the game. I'm not. It's all right now, I suppose, to say all the bad stuff about him, but I thought up to that point he'd done okay. He'd 2 think shots on goal, nothing special, easy knife on Nick Pope. And I mean, it was one of those. It was like when we played against Fraser Forster a few weeks ago, and it was reminiscent to when we came up against Pope before. You just knew every ball that came in the box he was going to be comfortable with. Any decent shot we had on goal, he was going to be comfortable with. We didn't do anywhere near enough tonight. And we talk about the last couple of weeks not being clinical, but tonight we didn't create enough to be clinical. There was a lot of sideway pass and backwards, a lot of balls in the box, a lot of corners again gone to waste. I mean, the last 5 games just been a repeat of all them. I thought our best performance of late was against United, but again, we weren't clinical enough and didn't do enough when we were dominant that first spell of 30, 40 minutes of the game. But tonight, that wasn't like we were, I suppose, possession-wise, we had a lot of.
We had 90% possession. That's at one point in the game, lad. 90%, and we were doing nothing with it.
Jesus, yeah, and a lot
90%.
A lot of the ball was in their half at the edge of their 18-yard box. But just, yeah, it's crazy to think that's the chances with the shots on goal we had, the possession that we had, and how comfortable we were on the ball in their half to not score. It's really, really lackluster, and it's just not working at the moment. It's up to Klopp to fix it, but what does he do?
What can he do, lads?
Yeah.
Hey, we can't sack.
By the way,
just
in case you thought I was going to speak, I'm not speaking tonight. You guys are speaking.
Lads, Klopp, anyone saying Klopp needs to be sacked, that's wrong, lad. This is a crisis, definitely, but it's to do with the players, lad. It's not just to do with Klopp. Klopp is definitely rattled, but so is everybody else. So it's one of them type of things. Now, I don't know what we need to do, because I'm just a fan, lad. I don't actually know what we're supposed to do right now in this situation, but it's up to them players and that manager right now to seriously sit down and go, what the fuck is going on here, boys? Because there's something, you're not playing the way you're playing, and we're losing points drastically because of it. I can't believe these I don't understand how you can go from beating Tottenham 2-1 in a great game, going then to smash Crystal Palace 7-0 to do this for 5 games on the bounce. I don't understand, lad. I can't wrap my head around this.
And you look back on it, like in some ways we took the 7-0 win there, 7-0 win against Palace a bit for granted. We won that day. It was yup 7-up. We were all in high spirits. We were top of the tree for Christmas, number 1 for Christmas, back on top of the league. We've got a good win against Spurs. We had a really good week, and it looked all good. Minamino was in the team, who was slated for a long time. He got goals. He was amongst it. Henderson was awesome. He got a goal, something that is a rarity as well. Henderson doesn't get a lot. And you just, like after that game, you thought, geez, we've a great run in here. You know, we've West Brom, we had Newcastle, we've Southampton. Even if we took 5 points out of those 3 games, what it would have meant now in terms of top of the table. Like you would have thought back then at least 7, probably 9.
We've given it away, lads. We've literally went to our lads. You want this?
Crazy.
That's what
like
we've done.
And against the top sides being brilliant, we've turned up, especially at Anfield. But the lesser sides this season is where our struggles have come. Not just away from home, but at home, as it's being summed up tonight. Home to West Brom. And I mean, we can talk about bad starts and no intensity and energy, but against West Brom, we had that intensity, that energy. We went 1-up early on. Even going to half time, we were fairly comfortable. We were 1-0 up, nothing to worry or panic about. We still allowed them into it. We still dropped 2 huge points that night, and it was just. It's been very frustrating for a while. I've been on the show. I've been very positive. I've been trying to get everybody a bit high after things not being so good. And I was trying to be realistic at the same time. But maybe looking back, that wasn't a lot to be so cheerful and to be positive about. But you always think...
this going, lads. No one sees this going, lad.
No. And not when you have Jurgen Klopp at the helm. You just don't think it's going to happen.
I'm wounded that we've won the league for the first time in 30 years, and this is how we're defending it. I know that we're missing 2 centre-backs, but this is poor, lad. We're getting beat by Burnley. We're 17th in the table. They haven't scored for 11 hours away, and you come and score at Anfield, lad. It's the first win at Anfield in 46 years, is it, as well, to make things sound even a lot worse. And I don't know. The only thing is, I don't see if this lads. We've got Man United next in the FA Cup, and then we've got Spurs, and then in 2 games after that, a game after that, we've got City, and then we've got Leicester somewhere dotted about that as well. We are looking. This is scary, like this is. I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't see us bouncing back. I can't. It's just not happening. Like it's just not going in. That 1-on-1 chance with Origi was just. I know every single Liverpool fan would have been sat up, lad. Looking at that, going, fucking yes, finally, we're about to score a fucking goal. This is about to happen, and that happened, lad. It's literally what's happened for the last 5 games. Just that close but not there, close but not there. With not being fast around the box, we're seeming to waste the ball. The amount of times we'd be on the transition and we'd be right by the box, and there'd be 3 of their defenders, and then we'd stop. And then all of a sudden, there's 8 of them in the box, and you're like, that's because you've stopped, lad. You've stopped. So they've been able to regain their form because we're slowing down. I don't know what the only thing I can feel like it is, lad. I don't know. It's a lack of confidence. It was complacency at first, and now it's a lack of confidence because they're like, shit, we're not as good as we thought we were if we don't work as hard. And that's what's happening. I don't know what to do, lad. I genuinely don't know what to think or feel right now about this, about anybody, who to point the blame at, whose head should be rolling for this, lad. You know what I mean? But you can't put it down on anybody, lad. Who can you put this down on? Nobody. It's the whole squad. It's not Klopp's fault. So anyone saying Klopp out, you can't say that, lads. He is one of the best managers in the world, if not the best manager in the world. This is the worst period he's had for the club. Give him some respect. This is not okay to say Klopp out. He deserves his place in this team, and he deserves our backing. This is just the shittest period to be a Liverpool fan for the last fucking 7 years or something. And we've got to go through this, lad, I suppose. But it's just shit that the fucking 2 teams at the top, lad, are the 2 Manchester teams. That's what makes me sick. After we've worked so hard to get to the top of the league and win that fucking Premier League, lad, just to give it back to the Manx, lad. Why have we done that?
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
look.
Look. It's not even like I don't even. You know what? Anyone that's from Manchester, nothing against people from Manchester. It's the fact that we've worked fucking that hard to overcome a Man United team that have been dominant for so many fucking years, and we've finally become better. And now we've just handed to them on a platter. They're fucking laughing at us. Everyone's taking the piss out of us, lad. Klopp's flipping at Sean Dice and looking like a fucking tit because Sean Dice is trying to rattle him, lad, and he's biting at everything. I love him, lad. I love Klopp, lad. So I don't know what to say, lad. He's only a fucking human like the rest of us. Because look at me now, lad. If it was me on that pitch as well, I would have been fucking flying everywhere. So it's one of them, lads. I don't know what to fucking do right now other than to just scream and shout, lad. Because fuck, this is hard, this, lad. We went from the fucking best team in the world to literally one of the worst teams on form, lads, in the last 5. What the fuck has happened to us? I don't know, lad. I'm sorry to everyone that's watching. I'm sorry, lad. I need, lads.
No, well, it's a situation. I suppose you laugh or cry, and we're probably doing a bit of both at the moment, all out of obviously frustration and anger. And look, it's just a really bad run of form we're on, lads. And I suppose, look, there's no point coming on here and trying to be positive and saying, well, you know, it's only now and there's still a lot of games left, and every good team and every top manager goes through bad form, which they do. Look, I mentioned a while ago on the show, every top side all over Europe in all the leagues, top leagues, have had their struggles this season, and including the Premier League. Man City, United and City at the moment are obviously on form. They had their struggles at the start of the season, but it's been nothing like this. You know, it wasn't as lackluster or as sluggish or as low intensity, and the energy's just sapped out of them all. I don't know what we need, Doyle. It's hard to say. We need an injection.
No one knows, lad. Klopp doesn't know. The players don't know. Nobody is fucking as an igloo right now, lad, because we're all just like, what the fuck's just happened? How do we go from scoring literally every shot in a game to not scoring a shot in 75 shots or something? Nobody knows, lad. I don't know. Klopp doesn't know. Fucking God doesn't know, lad. The Almighty doesn't know, lad. What's happened to us here? I just can't believe that everyone's laughing at us, lad. I can't go on social media. I literally can't do it, lad. Because everyone's just selling on us, lad. What's that say?
Says, no, Doyle, you needed to let that out, and I'm glad you let it out. I don't mind how angry any of us get because I'm annoyed. Paul McKenna says, yes, Roy Richards. This AGT is a right sack muncher. Do you know what? I'd rather be a sack muncher than just lost at home to Burnley right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'd rather be a sack, whatever a sack muncher is. What is a sack? I don't even want to know. Carry on talking, because
there's nothing more to say, lad. That was just
that bit in my head was going through at the end of it. I don't know whether he's ever the in-betweeners swear about the Burnley fans and a fuck Burnley. I was just thinking like that scene was going through my head.
But not Burnley.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Burnley.
Yeah.
Burnley, lad.
That's exactly how I felt at the end. I just didn't see it coming. Even the penalty, it was nil all written all over that game. Was 0-0. 10 minutes to go. Burnley.
Nah,
were
me mate said it, lad. Paul, me mate said it, lad. 10
Right.
minutes to go. Paul went to me, listen, lad, we're not winning this game, and they're probably going to win this game. We're definitely not winning, no. We're either going to draw or lose, lad. And we lost, and it was spot on. Do you know why? Because we're fucking shit. Lads, I just don't know what to do right now, lad. I don't know what to think, say, or feel.
There wasn't any... There was no even player that stood out. I would have probably said Alisson, but when your keeper's been good the last few games and has kept you in games, that says a lot. You know what I mean? I would have said he was good, but it was sloppy giving away the penalty. He didn't come out quick enough. He delayed it, came out, took Barnes down. Just really, really bad day. And the last couple of games, we could have been there.
Lad, Trent got skinned everywhere by a little Scottish Messi or something, lad. What's his name? McGinn, where's he from, lad? He fucking smoked Trent, lad. Like he was a little muppet. Trent was just like, go ahead, lad, just go past me, yeah. There's so many times when Trent was like one-on-one with a player, lad, and he just didn't stick a foot in. He just didn't take responsibility for the tackle because he doesn't trust his own ability, and none of the lads do at the moment. None of them have got any confidence. And if Divock fucking Origi had scored that goal, lad, maybe that would have picked the lads up. But lads, that was a gift, that. Yeah. That was an actual gift. They went, yeah, do you want to score a goal? We know you've been struggling for them goals or for the last 4 games, lad. Yeah, here's one. Here you go, lads. And didn't take it. And then we lost.
Right, yeah, we're going to bring in Lawrence Road Looney, who's been in the comments tonight. He wanted to come on. His name is Lucas.
Man.
I'm not saying anything tonight, Lucas. You go for it. Can you just turn your TV off, please? In the
Fucking, you know what, lad? I'm blaming specific players, right? Because the individuals, lad, they're not asked about the team. They want to be the hero. They're not asked about little team plays. Last season, our best fucking goals were lovely plays. They weren't like one-on-ones with the keeper. They were lovely ones, you know what I mean? They were passing lovely. Every pass was going off right. What the fuck has happened to this club, lad? Klopp's sitting there, and you know that he's that angry. He's not even shouting anymore, lad. He's just sat there. Because what can he say? He's watching it. He's watched it with his own eyes. We're watching it, and we know what's going on. There's individual players there that are not good enough and they don't want to play as a team. It's been like that for weeks. You know what I mean? We can see it. Klopp must be able to see it. I don't know. And it's not just the centre-backs. You can't say that. I think, you know what I mean? Matip and Fabinho, they're playing fucking as good as they can with that team. You know what I mean? You can't blame them. You can't blame that at all. Origi should have scored. That's obvious. Was it a pen? Does it matter with shit? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, lads. With shit, it doesn't matter, lad.
You know what I mean? People are going on like if we wouldn't have got that pen, we would have fucking won the game. You having a laugh?
Nah, lads. Lads. We just seen the last 4 games where we didn't score a goal, lads. There was no other way other than 0-0 if they didn't win, lad. We were not scoring a goal, lads.
On that last live I was on, I said, we're going to get a draw at Burnley. I'm fucking hell, I was even wrong there. And you were laughing going, come on, you're going to win them, Burnley.
Anfield, lads. Anfield, lads. And it's fucking... Yeah. It's gone, lads. I can't believe it. Do you know what's heavy as well, lads? Yeah. Going on now through the rest of the season, lad, people are going to go to Anfield and be like, yeah, we can do this now, lad. Someone's already broke it. Their heads are going to be gone. And they probably can, lads. I won't be surprised if we don't see us lose again at Anfield, you know. Serious. And the way we were going, lad, I can't see us. What the fuck? Is one goal seriously going to turn this team around right now, lads? Is that what's going to happen? Because that's what the pundits are saying right now, lad. What the pundits are saying is, if Liverpool just get that goal, they'll bounce back on form. Is that what's going to happen? Because we've already seen that happen, lad. We beat the top side in Spurs. We had a fucking glorious game. Bobby got come back to form. We beat that Crystal Palace 7-0. We scored goals. That didn't bring us back. What do we need to do to bring us back? I don't know what's. Has anyone seen Klopp's interview? Has anyone seen it?
No, haven't seen any of it, and that's.
I want to see. I'm really interested to see what he's got to say, lad. Like, I don't blame this on him, lad, because what the fuck is he supposed to do, lad?
We don't blame it on him, but he'll just blame it on the ref or something. He's not blaming it on the players.
Lads, and he can't fucking do that either, lads. It's one of them, lads. He can't blame it on nobody else, but like, you know, him and his team, lad. It's a down to a team thing. It's not down to any individual in the sense that, you know, it is, lads. Divock Origi should have scored that fucking goal, lad. Simple as that, lad. If he scored that goal, maybe that game would have been different. But as I said, I don't know if that would have changed our form going into the next few games, but it definitely would have made a difference in that game, lad. At least a 1-1. Do you know what I mean? That was just...
The last fella you would have wanted to have that ball was Origi.
Was Divock, lad,
as soon as Origi got that ball, I went, oh, fuck me, we're fucked it. That's what I said. I went, why has he got to get the ball there? And as soon as, you know what, lad, I wasn't even shocked. I saw it and I said, that's just classic fucking Liverpool, like, you know, nothing else to it. I went on, fuck that. I went and put my dish in the fucking bowl, lad. I had my eggs. I put the dish in the bowl. I wasn't even watching them the next couple of minutes, lad. I'm being deadly fucking serious, lad. I put the dish in the bowl.
Two games against Man U and Spurs now, lads.
Listen, we've got a new face on the channel, Kop TV debut, Stephen Somerville. I'm not talking tonight. I'm letting you guys talk. I'm too angry, so you go ahead, bro.
I can't blame you, Alex. I can't blame you. But I want to say, first off, thank you very much for having me on. I'm looking forward to hopefully being on more of these reactions. But I want to say this now. We haven't been good for like a whole month now. Let that sink in. A whole month now. We haven't gone and won a game in the Prem. And we did win a game, but that was against Aston Villa's under 18s. Let's be fair. They're like, something's not right in the team. And I'm fearing for that going forward. And
what is it though? What is not right?
Well, what?
We don't know.
Specific.
It's not just the I don't think you can blame the defense anymore. No. I think it's the whole team.
Yeah, for too long now we've been talking about needing a centre half and the defence being an issue, and I think we were all a little bit where we going forward we thought we were going to get more points and more wins, so we're more concerned, I think, for the near future that the defence, because Matip is obviously injury prone, having to play Henderson and they are taking the playmaker, the instrumental player and someone that makes us tick in midfield, and Henderson at the back. And why would you use two of your starting midfielders as centre back? So I think that's where more of we need a defender, having Van Dijk out, having Gomez, Matip out has come from. But now looking like it's do we need someone up front? But then who's better than what we have up front at the moment? And like we know Klopp's not going to panic.
And like, because we're not scoring fuck all, lads.
Yeah.
So anyone that scores a single
the
goal
reason we're not scoring
is
just when you get the ball, all they're thinking about scoring. They're not asked. They just want to get it in. They're like nervous on the ball. They're not asked if they see a better pass over there. They're not asked if they can move it into that space. You just want to smack it and get it in.
Guys, just 1 minute a sec. I'm going to introduce Theo, Stephen as well. How are we, boys?
You're right.
Right. Theo.
It's all right, Theo.
Right, listen. Theo first, and then we'll come to Stephen, and then back to Stephen Somerville, and then open the floor again. You've all got 30 seconds. Let's make this quick. So I'm pissed off tonight. I'm not speaking. You guys are.
We haven't played well. We haven't played well since I can't even remember the last game where we actually played well. We just can't score goals. It's not even that. It's the entire team just playing awful football, and it's just hard to watch every game now. Just losing or drawing and not getting the points. And now I think I saw someone say going into the next game we could be 7th or something. And if I'm going I actually can't believe it.
Stephen in the middle there.
It's like, what was I going to say? It's like there's no creativity. It's like they all want to think, if I score, I'm the hero. If I score, the team's going to get back on track. But it's not about the goal. It's about the creativity. It's like for the last 10 minutes, like every game, it's like Fabinho just whacking it up. Like, what's the point in doing them high balls when you're not going to do nothing? What are they going to do when you've got no one taught? It's like, I'm looking at it thinking, it's just lazy football. Like, I'm looking at it just lazy. There's no creativity. There's like no positive mind going into the games anymore. It's like when Big Palace 7-4, I think back on track. Firmino's getting goals that everyone's getting in. But now since that was just stopped off, and it's like there's no positivity going in anymore, and it's shocking. It's absolutely shocking to watch. And I'm looking, we've worked for the last since Klopp come in, we've worked hard to get past United, City. We've worked hard to make us bigger as them, make us go for the titles, make us get back on top. But we're literally, for that, we've gifted them that, and we've just gifted them. Literally, we should have beat West Brom, should have beat Fulham, should have beat Brighton, should have should have beat Newcastle. What's that all about? What is that all about? Like, I just don't. I'm going to say this now.
I think, lads, I'm going to have to say this now, and no one's thinking about this. Yes, we won the title, but there have been times where, like 2009, 2014, we balled the league, but then after that, we went finished 5th and 6th. That could be a possibility now going forward if we don't get our act together. Like I'm really scared here.
Who else is scared?
Everyone is, lad. No one knows what's happening. We haven't scored a goal in 4 games, lad. This is the worst period as a Liverpool fan for 7 years, lad.
I'm scared he's managing the money, lad. Who's managing the money and keeping that cunt Ox on, but not paying Wijnaldum the money? That's what I want to know. Who's managing the money?
Do you have to even care? Going out and back?
Yeah, no, look. It's all, look, lads, it's easy to be critical when things are down and the chips are down, which they are at the moment, and it's easy to be, but then it's also easy to be full of high emotions. This is the best Liverpool team or whatever since when we first won the Premier League. So sometimes you have to kind of just take the emotion out of it. Look, it's hardly going to get any worse than this, is it? You know what I mean? None of us seen this coming a couple of weeks ago. No, it's not. It's not going to get any worse, lads. We're not going to keep getting beaten and not scoring goals. You know what I mean? That's a definite. But look, at the moment things are bad. It's not looking good. You're looking around the next game. We go to United now on Sunday in the FA Cup. Different competition, different game, of course. And then we go to Spurs next week, which, you know, it was tricky there last season when we were at full strength and firing. But that's going to be probably one of the biggest games of the season now. Probably, I would say, our hardest because they're tough to beat there and they're getting into a bit of form. But we'll just have to wait and see how it goes.
Darren, listen. We've just lost at home to Burnley. And I said I wasn't going to speak tonight. We've just lost at home to Burnley.
And we deserve to lose more than 1 goal. Never mind the 1 pen that everyone's going on about. It's like that relies on the game. We were shit. That was it. There's no other opinion on it. We were shit. You can't protect them.
I know, absolutely, yeah. We were.
The only thing we can do is damage control, lad, for the rest of the season. That's what we've got to do now for the rest of the fucking season is damage control, lad.
All I would say, lads, is imagine if we didn't have Alisson back there, we would be landing more goals. We would have lost to you.
Why is it though, that every single goalkeeper we play against right now turns into the best fucking goalkeeper in the world?
Because the players aren't hitting the ball properly, lads. They're not hitting the ball properly. Pope is a good goalkeeper, and literally we had a chance to score and didn't score it, lad. Simple as that. We had the most clear-cut chance of the game, the last 5 games, and we didn't score it, lad. So it doesn't matter what fucking Pope does, lads. We had a chance to score.
How the fuck did he miss that? How did he miss
shy, lad?
It's a Rigi, lad. He's a lazy.
He doesn't deserve first. I don't know how he's done now. He should have gone in the summer. He's just, I don't know what Minamino's done not to play.
I know.
I don't get how Minamino's
and fair enough. He scored against Crystal Palace there about a month ago, and he hasn't been selected since. What's that about? What's that about?
Yeah.
Listen, lads. No goals in 4 hours of football.
That's worrying. That's worrying for one of the team. He scored the most goals in the league. That is worrying.
We're still the highest scorers. It's unbelievable.
Because we scored 7 goals. Because we scored 7 goals in 1 game. That's it.
Salah's still
the reason why.
Salah's still top scorer, lads.
Yeah, he still is, but there's a lot of penalties in there as well. He hasn't. He's been way off it.
I don't care if he scored 1 million goals. We're shit. What's the matter with Salah's got? I'm not asked. Salah's not from Liverpool. He doesn't care about the club. He cares about getting goals. I'm not asked about him. I want to win fucking games and win the league. You know what I mean? And Arnold is a scouser and he's been playing awful. What's going on with him?
Arnold's been playing mad recently.
What's going on with
that kid? Don't know, like confidence. It's all confidence, lad.
Not the trend I used to say like that, I must say.
And I think today...
Trent, lads, I don't know what's up with him, lad. I'm going to say it's just all confidence with the kids, lad. He doesn't... Every fucking ball that he's doing is just a hit and hope by the looks of it, lad. That's what he's doing, lad. He's just like, but this is what I used to do, so why isn't it working?
Well, did you see it? Hey, you know what I've always hated, right? When every time there's a corner, he sprints over, because that's his thing, innit, taking the corners, right? So Shaqiri's taking it. I'm thinking, oh, whatever, give him a chance. And he misses it, and you can see him going over. So he makes Shaqiri give him the ball just to do a little shit cross to the first player there when there's another player over there to give it to. He just loves being in control of them crosses. And when he's not playing well, he shouldn't be taking the crosses. He shouldn't be taking the corners because he wasn't playing well. Why let him on them? You know what I mean? The players don't have confidence to say, listen, Arnold's not playing very well. Let me take the corners. Because I would. I'd go, you're playing shit, lad. Give someone else a chance. You know what I mean?
Can't wait till Jota's back, lad.
Because
it's right.
What are these? What are these short corners, lads? What are these short free kicks? Like today, Trent, he could have banged that in. Like, what was that about? I was fuming when he did that.
I don't know what
that was, lad. It was the worst shot I've ever seen, lad. It just went. It didn't even come, lad. It was nearly went out for a throw-in or something stupid, lad. It was. Oh my god.
It's like
there's not more to say. What we're gonna do now is fume, lads. What we need to think of is what these players are gonna do. So, what are they gonna do? What is Klopp and them lads gonna do to turn this round? Because now we've got Man United and we've got Spurs, lad, and then in a few games' time we've got City. What the fuck are we gonna do? Can anyone think of an idea of what's gonna happen? Because I think Klopp tried to do something mad today with Origi and Ox up front to try and do something, and it never worked, lads.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen, lad?
Literally a direct result of him not winning the game.
Right, listen, we're going to start with...
both.
2 secs, lads, 2 secs. We're going to go Darren, Doyle, Lucas. Try not to interrupt each other, yeah? You see the order that it is on the screen? We're going to come to all of you in that order about what is now the most realistic expectation of what the season will bring. Darren first, think of your answers in this order.
Well, they've no choice. It's flight or fight, Alex. You know, they're gonna have to come out fighting. We know how good the players are. Lately, obviously, they've been really, really well below par. You know, it's been shambolic, and I'm gonna say it here. You look at the last 5 games, no goals. Well, we've won at West Brom, but it's when I said coming on sums it up. No intensity, no energy, lackluster. All the bad things you have to say. It's what we've been, and. What else can we do? You know, it's flight or fight. We're just gonna have to fight and come back out and try and soon as get a response. Getting a goal will be a start. So
Darren,
that's all we can do.
What can we expect now? Where are we going to finish now this season? What's the best we can hope for? Doyle, think of your answer. You're next.
Well, obviously, trying to finish in the top 4. You wouldn't want to be going any lower than that, would you? What we now 6 behind. So yeah, we look. That's probably what we can hope for at present, as I speak. At present, yes, absolutely. But look, who knows where it's going to go? Who knows how it's going to go in the next couple of weeks? A couple of weeks ago, we never, ever would have thought this was going to be in place. So even probably coming into today's game, a lot of us is pessimistic as somewhere. We wouldn't have thought Burnley were actually going to beat us and us not to score again. But maybe that was the reality. I don't know. But it's a different competition the weekend. It's going to Old Trafford. Getting a goal there be something, but we'll wait and see how that goes. But it's I haven't really had time to digest it or think about it. Came straight on here after the live game being over, so you're kind of put on the spot as to what you think's going to happen and where we're going to go. Yeah. Who knows? I don't know, Alex, and that's me honest, genuine opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Darren says now we should hope to get at least top 4. Doyle, you've got the big screen.
Just top 4, lads. We can't hope for anything else. I think going forward now, if you look at teams like City, lad, they constantly just renew people in that team. They bring new people in that are really good, and that's why they're successful consistently throughout the leagues, lad. What we've had is a fantastic star team for the last few years in, Salah, Mane, Bobby. They've all played boss, lad, and they've all excelled, hit the potential and stuff. So what I'm really, really, really worried about is now, are we bringing enough players in to recycle teams in the right way before we actually hit a catastrophic point of us just collapsing and going back down to 7th, 8th, whatever else? I do think that we'll get top 4. I don't think we'll win the league, and I genuinely just think that City are going to keep being dominant. If we don't, I don't know, lads, get more players in. You look at the, what's his name? The Diaz at the back for them, lads. He's done really well for them and changed everything for them. So that's what we need to start doing. I'm really happy with Thiago as an addition and Diogo Jota as well. But it just seems like we're falling off. And the only thing I can put it down to is that, because I can't think of anything else. We need extra players. And it puts it down to when Diogo Jota comes on, he scores goals, lad. So maybe we need extra players that come on and do that. Maybe that is what we need now. We need to just buy more players. I think we'll finish top 4. I think Man U may finish above us this season the way we're going. So I can't see Chelsea doing it. I can see Spurs doing it. I can see Man City winning the league. That's the way it's going to go, lads.
Lucas.
Well, to be honest with you, I mean, you say we get top 4, now we could still win second. I mean, City were poor, and now they're up near the top. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So a few games, everything can change. You know what I mean? You can say it week by week, but anything can happen. You know what I mean? I still think we could win. It's always possible, like, but unless I don't know whether it's Klopp's fault or the owner's fault. Just think about this owner. He's a Yankee. He's got this other thing in America. He's more asked about. You know what I mean? He's not asked about putting money into Liverpool. You know, the money he's put in. He's got lucky with the players we've got out of the money he's put in. I don't think many teams could have got the players with the money he's put in. You know, the Salah, Mane. You know what I mean? Van Dijk was a lot of money, like, but still the best defender in the world. So I think he's got lucky there. So I think unless he starts putting money in, he stops playing wages for like Ox, where Ox pretends he's injured, but he's doing lives with his bear, doing all this shit stuff. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. I don't know whether it's Klopp's fault, to be honest, but different players need to be put in. Shankly, Paisley, Fagan, they always change the players. They never had the same team year by year because they could see not every player is the best player for 10 years. No one's Messi getting the Ballon d'Or over and over. You know what I mean? It looks like a couple of our players need to go. I don't care how good they've been for us. They need to go. They're not good enough.
Name them, Lucas.
Yeah.
Who needs to go?
I think obviously Origi needs to go. Ox, I would have fucked him off about 6 years ago. I hate him. I really do. He's the favorite person on this planet. I don't care. He does lives with his beard, doing stupid little dances and videos when he's on the payroll saying he's injured. Van Dijk, I see him training every day. Did you see Ox training when he's injured, getting paid 125 grand a week, earning millions off the club? I don't think so. We need to get rid of him right now. I hate him. If I saw him, I'd tell him he needs to go, lad. You know what I mean? I really do not like the kid. Origi, I mean, he's just like, he's one of them. He's done good. I've always stuck up for him. I always have, because I thought, you know what, he's done good things. He needs to go. We need to scrap him. Jota needs to come in as soon as possible. Thiago, it's like, what can one ridiculously amazing player do with a team of shitbags? Hey, what can he do? You can't pass to no one and expect something to come out of it. You know what I mean? Just because he's world class, you can't say he's bad because nothing's coming out of it. He's a playmaker. He's not like a top goal scorer. We need the better team. There's no chemistry. There's literally no chemistry in that team. Arnold kid, he needs to work. I wouldn't get rid of Arnold. He's too young, obviously, and he's a proper scouser, so you can't really do that. And Curtis Jones needs to come in. I think he needs to play a few games, but it's rotation. And in a few weeks, we could be saying, "Oh, look at us moaning the other week. We're back top." You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't be saying much.
Okay. Next up, we've got Steve. Talk to us, bro. Big screen business.
Oh, but I just look at it now and just think of. I think the aim now is Klopp's going to think top 4, and if he gets top 4, he'll look at it and say it's been one of not his good seasons. But if we can get top 4, but he needs to.
that's a step we are in right
now. Well, like you said,
I'll teach them. God, Steve, sorry there. Sorry.
But like, yeah, he needs to get rid of players as well. He needs to get rid of Chamberlain. He needs to go. I said he needs to go this season he come in. I don't think he's good enough. I think he needs to go. I think he needs to go. And I think we need to get a few more players out. And I think now, you're all going to disagree with me, but I think we need a better player than Arnold. I don't think.
No,
don't.
Absolutely.
Nah, lads, come on. Oh, Jay,
Steve,
lads.
Steve, come on, Steve. Steve. So hang on. Let him speak. Let him defend his point. So hang on. Let me ask you this again. Are you saying that Trent needs to be dropped from the team, if not sold? Is that what you're saying?
Like, no, I'm not saying he should be dropped, but I think we need to put more of a challenge into him by like another player, like saying say it's like if he's going to be challenged, he's going to think I need to keep my place in this team. I need to like man up now and beat that player what we want. And I think if we can do that, because I think that's what he's trying to do to Firmino when like Jota's back. It's like Firmino's sitting there on the bench. I don't want to be sitting on the bench. I want to be out there scoring and I'm making everyone happy. But I think that's what he's trying to do with Firmino. I think he can't now because Jota's injured. So I think that's what he needs to do with Arnold. I'm not saying drop him because he's a scout. So obviously, I'm not saying we should stop him and say, yeah, he's out the door. I think we need to put more of a challenge up to him because he's just sitting his balls and absolutely terrible into the box. It's like he can't beat the first man. He literally can't beat the first man. And like,
yeah, corners report tonight.
It's not any different.
Theo, talk to us, mate. Where can we expect to now finish at the end of this season?
I just can't believe like it's got to the point where I'm saying I hope we can get a top 4, but like it's laughable that I'm actually saying this. But I'm hoping that we can get top 4 after the season we had last season. But I think that's what we have to. Go for, because obviously we could go on form. We could do better and start climbing the table again. But the way we're playing, it's not even the results, it's the way we're playing. We just don't look like changing anytime soon. And I hope I'm wrong, but it's just not. I'm just not confident.
Stephen Somerville, where can we expect to finish this season? Also, I'm going to come back round again and ask why Klopp hasn't been backed, and we can talk about the transfer targets because Ant Dicko has got a good question there. So yeah, Stephen, you got 30 seconds, mate.
4th. I predict 4th. I'm being honest with you.
Jesus Christ.
I know, but Man United and Man City at the moment. I want us to win the league. I mean, if we can do that, then it's going to be amazing if we do that. But I just don't see it. I just don't see it because we don't look like scoring. That's our focus at the moment. We just can't score, and it's taken me back to them memories of 2015, 2013, 12. All them terrible years. And for me, we just need to. Few players need to be sold, but I can't. I'm not going to go on the lines of Trent being sold. He's, like I said, he's a Scouser, and we back our Scousers as true Liverpoolians. And we just need to kick on now. If we can't kick on now from here, then what's the point? There's something terribly wrong in the team functioning. So for me, going forward now, you have to get the mindset right. Sit down, have a word with yourselves in the changing room in Wellwood, and say to yourselves, what you're doing here to this club is not right. This is not the standards we've set ourselves, for what we've done with the Champions League and the Premier League. We can't do it Chelsea again. So go out there and show the fans what you're made of and why you're the team you are. But at the moment, I just don't see it. I just don't. I'm going 4th.
So we're all pretty much here saying maybe before tonight we still had a chance. Are we saying that's it now?
Drop too many points, lad. You can't drop that many points. 21 points have been dropped, lad. And other teams are for sure going to drop points, but we have done too many. We've hit our cash. We've hit our too many. We've hit the limit of dropping points. There's a threshold that you can have, especially in a season like this season. But we've hit it very early, too early. So we'll come back and we'll score and we'll get our normal flow going again. That will happen, lad. It's too late. It's too fucking late, lad.
16 points.
It's 21 points, lads. We are behind this season compared to last season. Sorry, 19 points.
And we're going to lose the league again after being top of Christmas for the 4th fucking time, lad.
We've had 7 draws and 3 defeats this season.
That's what I'm saying. We got comfortable with the draws.
Yeah.
Can I just say this, lads? If any university people were coming to Liverpool this season and thinking, oh, we're gonna have a party, we're gonna win the league again, well, think again because you applied for the worst year of coming to Liverpool to study.
Yeah, you literally fucking did.
Yeah.
Can't think anyway. Can't even leave the out.
It's a mad season, really strange season, but the way what's happened to Liverpool at the moment, summing it up, it's the strangest Premier League season I've known. We're only on the other day saying there was 10 points between 10th spot and 4th, and the team in 10th, Villa, had 2 games in hand. So, but look, it's. I think it's fair and probably safe enough now to say we're not going to win it again. But like Doyle and Lucas and the few of the lads were saying, we can still kick on, and probably this gives us probably more incentive now to start taking the FA Cup serious. Maybe now we can look at that and start saying, well,
we should have been taking that serious to begin with.
But that's something we've neglected for a long time.
We need to win something, like we do need to win something. That's true. If we need to show a scrap of fucking dignity and pride, we need to fucking win something as a bit of fucking pride to gain back, like, because this is our defending season and we fucking flapped it.
I couldn't agree
So,
more. Darren, Doyle, you two are completely.
What we want to do.
Darren, Doyle, you two are completely right. You know, the only way for us to hide the cracks is by winning the FA Cup, if you could, and maybe finishing it in a high positive way, if you could, in the table as well. You know, Man City have won the FA Cup as well, so why not us?
I'll run around with Doyle in the FA Cup. I will if we win it. Doyle, I'll put you in the FA Cup and run around with you if we win it. I might need to put on a bit. I might need to put on a bit more muscle, but
please,
I'll work on lifting it.
You've got enough muscle for Dublin. Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
listen, you're like Torres.
He's taking a leaf out of my book, yeah.
Big up to Roy Richards, who said he would come on the stream tonight, but he's in the gym.
Yeah. That's a classic. And
then Luke Phillips says, "You're not in prison. What prison are you in?"
We need to get the name of that, yeah. Walton.
Warden.
That is a prison in Liverpool, like. That is a prison in Liverpool.
That is a prison. Yeah, free him up.
Worst one in the pool, isn't it?
I'll be out in 6 months. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Get him on, lads. Prove it. Sam's prove it.
Let's go.
Put your money where the mouth is, lad.
Yeah.
All right, who would want me to send Roy Richards the link privately now so he comes on? Let us know in the comments. Who wants? He's been commenting on our shit for the longest time. This guy's been in jail watching the Kop TV for months and months. Free the guy, free up Roy Richards.
He didn't even do nothing wrong.
Man, he says he'll be out in 6 months.
I'm bad.
It was staged.
What's the?
Wasn't even me.
Roy.
Jesus Christ.
Let's talk about Roy, because I'm not talking about that shite anymore. If we all want to see Roy Richards, put your hands up in the air. Luke saying, "Get Roy on." Grom Domby. What a fucking stupid name that is. What an idiot. What a stupid name. Grom Domby. Everyone's saying we want Roy.
I mean, what the fuck's going on?
What's going on?
Gilly's frustrated. Like, Gilly's just like, everyone's getting it, like, because we lost.
Do you know why? Lads? Because I know for a fact that Grom Domby is not a real person. I'll put it in a little wink there. But soon boss case for Roy Richards. He's got a bit quiet now. Maybe the screws have got onto him. And
he's probably nicked again an extra 6 months. We'll see him in 22. When he gets out, we'll actually probably win the league. When he gets out, season after,
probably
we'll be able to talk.
Being in Istanbul.
Get
Roy and the Rovers on. That's what we all want to see. Roy, if you could give us 10 seconds. Roy, please let us know in the comments. Can you give us 10 seconds, brother? We don't have to say much, but can you give us 10 seconds just to show your face? I think everyone in the comments, if I'm not mistaken, let us know in the comments right now if you would like to see Roy Richards. Roy Richards is probably doing his makeup, getting on. Grom Domby says, I get a lot of compliments on my name. It's not real though, is it?
This is putting a smile on. This is the only thing putting a smile on our faces.
This is it. You have to laugh. I came onto the stream not talking. I mean, listen, lads. I'm going to cry myself to sleep tonight. I probably will sleep outside. I'll probably, that's where the players should be sleeping tonight. Fucking side.
It's like after they start the season. I was saying, United, City they're all dropping points again. They're all dropping. I think this could be ours, but
and they're laughing. And they're laughing at us.
It's just a mad season, and the amount of times a different teams from top of the league has been crazy. And teams are going to be thinking. No, but now teams are going to be thinking. This is a mad season. But I think this is the time to shine. And I think.
Gilly's gone hysterical. Gilly's lost his mind, lad.
Yeah, he has,
Gilly and Muppet. Gilly's having his own stream on the side here. Do you know that? That's what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
There, you little Muppet.
Oh my God.
Gilly.
Oh, honestly, lads, fuck the game. Fuck the game. I just want to laugh for the time. Get Roy. Where the fuck is Roy gone? Where is Roy?
Roy's digging out with the spoon.
Why will you? He's in fits, lad.
Get to bed, Gilly, lads. Gilly needs to get to bed. Where's your beard, lads? I'm going to text
He's
you.
sleeping now.
I'm going to get you, lads.
Yeah.
Come get your fella.
Tonight.
Come get your fella.
Burnley, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Awful.
What the fuck are you on, lad? This is what Liverpool does to you, drives you fucking nuts.
Yeah.
This is what it's doing to us.
It's a normal thing, lad. This is what Liverpool do, lad. This is what being a Liverpool supporter is, bro.
Oh my God.
Think about how long it took us to win the league, lads. There he is.
Taking a toll on him.
Honestly, I apologise. Going into the fun police, Tim Jombis.
Tim Jombis. Tim Jombis.
These names are extremely suspect, lads.
Hey, your mate, Doyle. They're the few of your mates, Doyle, I think.
Nah, they're not my mates, lad. Nah.
Gillies.
Boss man's head with a tuna can on the way. I've got the same, Roy.
There must be about 4 people watching now, Gilly, lad, is there?
Yeah.
No, there's 42, and if all of you 42 people aren't liking this fucking video right now, then shame on you.
Me too.
Get out. Please watch and like this video. Listen.
Has Roy Richards liked it?
I hope he has. Roy Richards, let us know in the comments. Are you hiding in your cell? There's not many places to hide in a cell.
Roy Richards, if you are hiding, team you're on. You're on.
Ask him where he hides his phone in the day, lad.
Walton Hotel currently wondering why one person. Sorry, it's that Tim Jombis. That just threw me off. Honestly, I've never heard such a more ridiculous name. Roy Richards, get in touch. Sorry.
I read that wrong.
Luke Philippou says, "Bun the kids, bro."
Steve's more important.
Oh, there's 4 kids on Kop TV, Roy. Grom Tommy. Oh, Jesus. Listen, we all know we've lost tonight. We all know it's probably the most significant loss at Anfield for the last 4 years. We know that. And if I wasn't, well, I am crying. I was
not the most significant loss, Gilly. It's the only loss.
Yeah.
It's the only loss.
Yeah.
Well, no, we've lost in the Champions League. We've lost in the League Cup, the FA Cup at Anfield. This is the most, I would say, significant loss. Roy Too Trappy. Roy's got a new name, Roy Too Trappy. Oh, we all know we've lost. We all know we've fucked it tonight. Sorry for the language, but we have totally fucked it. And this is the one moment where I'm going to allow myself to have a bit of a rant. Tonight, from the minute, I would say, no, listen, let me finish. As soon as Origi missed that, I knew we were going to lose tonight. I said to myself in my head, I hope that chance doesn't cost us later in this game. And it did exactly that. There was no fight. There was no quickness. There was no pressing. There was no cohesion in the play. Thiago gave the ball away too many times for my liking. Robertson was shite. Trent was shite. The only good player is Alisson, and when a goalkeeper keeps becoming the man of the match, that's when you know you're in trouble. We have not scored a goal for 4 fucking hours, and you've got no wonder why. Even when Firmino had a chance, couldn't take it. Mane was
Firmino went
awful when he came on. Oh, honestly, Roy, keep sending the messages in to make me laugh, to make me not think about it. Sorry to bring the mood down, but Money Motivated says Klopp has taken responsibility in his interview. What's your reaction to that, Doyle?
Can't be asked, lad. Just want to go to bed now. Lad. That's what I want to do right now. Klopp, I'll look at it when I go to bed. He's going to take responsibility because that's what he's got to do, lad. He is the owner of that team. He has to take responsibility. But the reality is, it's not only his fault. It's them 11 players on the pitch as well, because they're not scoring fucking goals and they're just doing mad shit at the moment. So he can say what he wants, lad. It's not going to make me feel better. I want to go to bed, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do, lad, innit? Going to bed, lad.
Just one more thing on that.
Let us know if you just quickly. If anyone has watched the Klopp interview after, apparently he's calling out the owners by the sound of things.
He needs to.
That would be big.
It's like, can I just say something on this? It's like, I know you will like say something, but Klopp was moaning, saying about the 5 substitutions we need to do 5. I know he can't bring no one on, but why would 5 when he can't even make 2 like in like most games? So there's no point moaning off there. And I think he has a right about the owners, because I know they care more or less about their little rubbish business. What is it in America? They're not coming to watch us, and I just think it's like I know they're here for business and they're here for money to make the club bigger. Now our club, I think they were now it's worth over £1 billion. £1 billion.
Yeah, but who realistically were we going to sign this month, and who was going to make a difference? That's probably the bigger question. You know what I mean? I mean, who do we get this month? Who's available that's going to come now that a team's going to let go? And obviously, every team is conscious now of money with no fans being the ground. Liverpool apparently losing out on 3 million a game, just a home game. So, I mean, it's January, lads. Traditionally, you don't do big transfers, and it just doesn't happen. Who do we bring in, and who's going to make us better? Who's going to change the attitude of the players? Who's going to give that intensity, that energy?
I don't know. And to be honest, you're right. All it says, I don't know. At this point, for me, I don't know. How do you improve it? Jota is out for another few weeks, and like, at the moment, I'm just not confident. And like, also, I want to say, this Nike deal that has been brought in to make us improve on these big money transfer deals. What have you seen? What have you seen from that? What on earth have you seen from that Nike?
Yeah, we have the money. That's not the question. We have the money.
We got Thiago, lad, and we got Diogo Jota, lad. We got 2 good players. We got massive injuries in the squad, and it was heavy, lad. It was just one of them type of things now where we have fucked it. We've gone past the threshold now of how many points we can lose. So what we need to do, which we will do, is bounce back. We'll bounce back at some point. That's what Liverpool do. We won't just fall off. That's silly, lad. But that's not just going to happen all of a sudden like that. We don't go from scoring 7 goals to we're gone now. That's not going to happen. But it is too late to win the league, and it's too late to get anything out of it other than cups, Champions Leagues, all that type of stuff. So that's all we've got. That's it now, lads. We've come to this point where everyone's been like, "Are we going to win the league? Are we going to not? What are we going to do?" This is it now. We've lost the league, so all we can do is try and rebuild this squad, find a new. What I would even say now is, let's try and fucking find a new tactic. Let's play a different formation, maybe. Let's try and put players in different positions. I don't know. Maybe you could try that. I don't fucking know, lads. Either way, he's had the money and he spent it.
Doyle, what you've said there is exactly what I'm thinking, but you've just taken the words out from me because I don't know. I just lost my words. Exactly what I'm thinking. So we will bounce back. There will be better days. And look, we'll enjoy them when they're here, and we'll, I suppose, laugh with Gilly and Roy Richards tonight when they're down like this. So there's always something to give us a smile. You know what I mean? So it's let's all have a cup of positivity before we hit the hay tonight.
I have not laughed like that. I can't remember the last time I laughed like that. Fuck,
How would you experience it? How would you experience your laughing out loud?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever laugh at that in my life. Actually, thinking about that.
Klopp's interview was 5 minutes. Hey, it was 5 minutes long. Klopp's interview.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, lad. He's sitting there going like this for 5 minutes, going.
Can't you put the video on the screen?
I don't know. Just doing that, lad.
Here's a question for you all, lads. Oh, for God's sake. Here's a question for you all, lads. We'll do the same order. This is the last question of the night because we've been on an hour now. And we'll come to each person individually. Don't interrupt each other. Darren, we start with you. And the question is Jurgen Klopp rattled?
I don't ever think he's rattled, is he? I think he's a calm, he's a smooth operator. Yeah, he's obviously Darren. Listen, Alex. Before Anton said I wouldn't go as far as saying rattled. I think there's a lot being made on mainstream media and different stuff. Look, he's not having his way at the moment. The players are not haven't got that unity, that spirit, that fight. What we're known for and what he's known for. But there's only so much he can do. You know what I mean, Alex? He's given the instructions. He's given the players what to do. The rest is up to them when they go over that white line, as we say. But I'm not going to go as far as rattled. I think there will be better days ahead. And I think with Jurgen Klopp, he'll have the last say. So I wouldn't say rattled. I think it's a bit harsh, but I understand where you're coming from, and I understand why people are using that phrase. But I'm not going to say rattled to me as someone that's really gone. It was Arteta a couple of weeks ago. It was Ollie when they went out against Leipzig and they were beaten against Crystal Palace start of the season. That was rattled. Someone who is very naive, like Lampard, who's just inexperienced. I don't think Klopp will be rattled. No, I don't think so. I think he's the god at Liverpool, and look, he's gone through a really bad stage at the moment, but he's not being helped with players. So I'm not going to get sucked into, he's rattled and he's finished, or he's any of this. Some of the stuff I'm hearing is ludicrous, but it's not going his way. Absolutely not, Alex. And I do believe there'll be better days from him. And as I said, if we do win one cup this season, Doyle will be running around in it, and we'll all laugh. And we'll see the big pearly whites from the German again, but I'm not going to say rattled. But look, it's just my opinion.
Right. So Darren says he's not rattled. Doyle, is Klopp rattled?
Well, the way that Darren describes rattled, he's not in that sense. No, he's an experienced manager. He's definitely going to come back. I think the thing that I'm worried about right now is, when he managed Dortmund, he had that period with Dortmund where they were incredible, and then they just went crap, lads. They just went crap. They went to like 7th and 8th and all this type of shit, and then he left, lad, and come to us and sorted us out. So I'm scared. I'm hoping to God that this isn't the start of that. That's what I'm hoping for right now. I don't think he's not, it's not over for him. He's not over for him. He's definitely frustrated. Who wouldn't be, lads? What's happened to him is madness, bro. He's definitely frustrated, and he's definitely showing it when he's having scraps with Sean Dyson there, who's just a big mucker anyway. So it's one of them. He said something to him, didn't he? And he's just chased him down, lad. I don't understand it. Like,
Tim Jombis saying,
it's just.
Yeah, absolutely agreed, though. Tim Jombis here saying, Luke, to be honest, Roy Richards, if he can do the crime, he must do the time. I'm sorry, but the law is there for a reason. That's Roy Richards scrapping with screws since 2009. And I'm not going to read out the next comment because that's just.
Oh, Roy.
Roy said no comment.
Roy Richards,
Roy Richards.
He's already become a legend.
Lucas, up to you. Is Roy rattled? He's
rattled in the cage, lad. Roy's rattled in the cage. He just lost like 4 games in a row, basically. You know what I mean? Not very good. I think it's because, as fucking Doyle said, when he was at Dortmund, he had the exact same thing. He was really good and he went shit. And that's because he doesn't have to change the system. He shits himself when he has to change anything. He doesn't like putting different players. He's not a big fan of that show. When he did put them on, it never worked. Because it feels like he doesn't have the depth, which he obviously doesn't have, because we can't even get enough to get a proper back line going, you know what I mean? The reason he's so rattled is because he doesn't have to change the formation.
So you're saying he is rattled, Lucas? Are you saying Jurgen Klopp is rattled? Well, no, I'm asking the questions here.
Yeah, I mean, like, wouldn't you be rattled if you just lost 4 games after being the champions? Like, one of the worst comeback seasons ever. I swear I saw a statistic. Like,
2 losses, 3 draws.
Something about, I saw on the things, one of the commentators, because they're all fucking against Liverpool, you know what I mean? Just said something like, we're one of the worst comebacks after being champions. We've got the worst points, something like that. So that just shows we're not good enough this season. We're fucking shite. He doesn't like changing that, and the players aren't good enough. Chemistry isn't there. Arnold's shite. You know what I mean? What can you do? You know what I mean? Nothing else to be said, lad. I've said it all. Ox needs to go. I hate the kid. You know that. I hate Ox. You know that. Wijnaldum needs to get signed. Why are we giving Ox 125 grand a week to make TikToks with this fucking shitty beard, right? But we can't sign Wijnaldum. That's what I want to know. I'm rattled at. Why aren't we signing him? There's no one with his beard when he's supposed to be injured. You know what I mean?
Rattled? Just to confirm, are you right, Steve? Are you rattled? Theo, then Steve, and then we're calling it a night, lads. Big screen business.
I wouldn't say he is, but please, the players. One thing I hope don't stop playing for him, because I've seen that from loads of teams. Like, they want the manager out, so they're going to stop playing for him. That's what I don't want to see here, because we need to keep this manager, because he's made us believe what we've always wanted to believe for the last 30 years. He's made the title come true, so we need to keep facing him. And I believe he can change it, because I don't think he is gone. I think this is just one step back. It's like we can't. It's like I didn't want it to be tonight, but I don't think he's over. But please, the players don't stop playing for him, because I believe he will change it around. And I think that is all we need. It's just one step back.
Carry on.
Oh yeah, I need an input.
Your hair has grown a lot, Steve, since you've been coming on here. I can't die. All right, lads, listen. Theo and then Steve. Sorry, I think we've lost Darren and Doyle on the way there, but Theo and then Steve. Theo, after you. Big screen business.
Well, it's exactly what Stephen just said. I just hope that he doesn't lose. That they just don't. I just hope that the players don't stop playing for him, because he's the best manager that we've had in a long time. He's converted us from playing Jordan Ibe to winning the league, and so I just hope that, because he's definitely more than capable of turning it around, and he just needs to start getting performances out of them and stop fighting Sean Dyche at half-time.
Yeah, I mean, Sean Dyche completely got under his skin. I think it was clear to see at the half-time whistle, which led to Fabinho's yellow card. Stephen Somerville, play us out, mate. Big screen business.
All right, I'm going to finish off on a positive here, because let's not go negative. Sir Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger 3 seasons, right, where they would have finished 4th. But if we can just, let's hope the players do not stop playing for him, because I don't think they've got the guts to do that. Let's go out there. Let's get a positive result, hopefully, on Sunday and against Spurs, and kick on for the rest of the season. If we can't win a Champions League, and if we can't go for the Premier League, there's always the FA Cup if need be, but it's so difficult if club would take it seriously. But we know where we are going forward now. Let's just finish on a pause. Let's just go on a high now. Let's see where we finish, and let's just not be in this negative mindset of we're done here. We're going to finish 7th every year going forward. Club will know. I'm pretty sure after the interview there he had there, he must have been pissed if he mentioned the owners. So let's just go out there and finish on a high note. Finish 4th, whatever, but finish on a high if need be, and let's just get a win. That's all I want. Score a goal, lads.
Yeah, there you go. Seen us out there. Stephen Somerville on his debut. Thank you very much to you, mate, for coming on. We'll see you next time. See you soon. Right, Theo, all the best to you as well, mate. Sorry for keeping you up so late. Chin up, man. Chin up. Steve, all the best to you as well, kid.
All the best.
See you soon, bro. And Lucas.
Nice seeing you, kid.
Nice seeing you too as well, mate.
See you.
Well, wow. That sums it up then. Quite an unbelievable post-match reaction show here on the Kop TV tonight. We lost our home undefeated record tonight against Burnley. No, I'm not getting back into it. We lost. We're playing shit. Things need to change very, very quickly.